Welcome to SubReddit Surfing with Vinnie and Cardiff. Surfing subreddits and interviewing creeps and various other people on the internet for your enjoyment. Welcome to SubReddit Surfing with Vinnie and Cardiff. Surfing subreddits and interviewing. Welcome to SubReddit Surfing with Vinnie and Cardiff. Surfing subreddits and interviewing creeps and various other people on the internet for your enjoyment.
I know. I hate everything right now.
I just want to say these streams have gone perfectly technologically wise while I was at the helm.
Oh, dude, way to start it off already. This is exactly what I didn't need in my life. Hey, everybody, welcome to SubReddit Surfing, your new favorite podcast where we surf every subreddit we could find, and then we talk about it. Joining me tonight is my best spud, Cardiff Electric. Hi, Cardiff.
Oh, hi, Vinny. How you doing?
I don't know, man. I'm mad now.
Why?
I just flubbed the open already.
Oh, that.
Right out of the gate.
Don't remind everybody.
So check this out. I am so excited to do the show because we have a great subreddit picked out for tonight, and I'm really excited to talk about him, Cardiff.
Good. I'm glad. Why?
You know why?
Why?
Because of vengeance.
Ah, vengeance. That's a great motivator.
I'm going to tell you something. You have been working really, really hard behind the scenes this week to pick a subreddit and get some interesting folks to come and talk to us.
Yes.
And what seems to be happening is every time we post inside of a subreddit, some mod gets all upset. And then what do, Cardiff?
They ban you.
They ban you for literally no reason.
Yep.
We mean no one any harm. We just want to talk to folks.
I've been accused of trying to exploit people this week. I've had people ask me for money to be on the show. It's been quite the interesting week. So
you got a hold of John Melendez then?
Yes.
Okay.
That was in r/stutterfuckers. I don't know.
Well, this afternoon I decided I was going to jump on and try to help. Now, I don't really use Reddit. I read it. I don't really use it. Mm-hmm. So I had to sign up for a Reddit account, and I decided I was going to try my luck and see if I could round up some guests myself because I had some time. And I found a really interesting subreddit, and then I posted a really kind message. Hey, folks, who wants to come and talk about this? Feel free to join us. Mm-hmm. And it was immediately deleted. Immediately, like within a second. And I sent them a message saying, because obviously I'm new to this shit, I'm learning with you. I'm learning with some people.
Yes.
And you know what they said?
What did they say,
said, we're not an advertising platform.
Oh, I see.
And I thought, okay.
And even a lot of the posts I've done, I haven't mentioned the YouTube channel just so I don't get that kind of response. Like, hey, no, because I get it. I've seen it in the Discord and Dabblers Anonymous a million times. People just go on to promote their channel. We're really not. I mean, shit, I don't want these people coming to watch this show. I like who we have because we have the best viewers in the world.
I love the people who are into this because they realize that we're in it for the social experiment. We aren't in it to exploit people. We're going to treat everybody equally. We're going to listen to what people have to say, and we're going to let people be judged on their thoughts and their words. And that's
also
something
up to our audience a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I'm saying, and our audience is smart enough to make their own opinions. That's where I was going. Smart, beautiful, handsome.
Yes.
The best people.
The biggest dicks out of any audience are right here tonight.
God bless
penises, not assholes.
Well, we're going to talk about assholes tonight because what's the name of the subreddit, Cardiff?
Am I the asshole? What? I am the king of all segues.
That was pretty good. Good. So the folks on Am I the Asshole said we are not an advertising platform. So Cardiff, at that point, I didn't realize that I should have just cut my losses and moved on. Mm-hmm. I decided to engage with a mod for no good reason other than to try to speak reason to them.
It's a Monday afternoon.
Yeah. So I truly apologize. We were not advertising. I'm sorry if this was confusing. We're looking for guests to have a fun dialogue about your Reddit page on our YouTube stream. The topic of your page is very interesting. We thought folks might enjoy a platform to talk to. I hope you will please reconsider. They wrote back, what do you think advertising means? ? You made a post specifically to call attention to your YouTube channel. My response, again, I respectfully disagree. How could you invite people on the show without telling them what the show is? I did not post the link, and the post was to invite people to talk about the subreddit page and why they use it, why they like it. Please understand, I'm not saying watch this show tonight. It was, would anybody like to come and talk about this experience on our show tonight? I believe there's a distinction here that you're not recognizing. Blocked.
There you go. And as
These
I said,
people are assholes. They are the assholes. Yes, that's the answer.
But they're not unique to this subreddit. As I said, I've had this experience all week. I did have one subreddit. I did have one response where somebody was willing to come on. And then when I asked to schedule for tonight, he's like, oh, well, and this was a drug related, not that we're, trying to typecast our show here. It was a drug related sub.
If we wanted to talk about drugs, we would just go into the chat.
Yes. We've got some good content there. But he replied, well, I'm currently in rehab, so I couldn't do it now. But let's
90 days so we could get him on.
Yes. So
90 days, all we got to wait.
On at some point. Let's wait him out. I don't know how long he was in the rehab.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about this subreddit page, but before we do, Cardiff, can I make a segue real quick? Because I want to make sure I do something important.
Yes.
I got to say thank you to everybody this week who subscribed to the YouTube channel. As you could see, we're live on it. This is the first time we've gone live on this channel, so thank you for joining us. There are no super chats tonight.
Sorry,
Cardiff loves you.
I was just making kissy faces.
Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you for being here. And for those of you who aren't subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps us out because we do want to have super chats at some point. Now, I need to give some shout outs to some people. Joe Spotstow, I owe him definitely a big shout out. I owe one to Matt, I believe. Hold on a second. I got this. I dropped it because I'm a clown.
I believe it's Fish Approved.
At Fish Approved. Yeah, you got it right. At Fish Approved. At Shit for Brains. They followed us this week.
Thank you.
And then let's see who else we got. Oh, those are the only people who followed the thing. Sorry, I'm a clown, but I had to give them their shout-outs because I forgot last week. Now, back to the subreddit, Cardiff.
The internet is a buzz with subreddit surfing, Vinny.
I'm glad.
A buzz.
Thank you for joining us tonight. So let's dive into
hold on.
this. Yeah.
I think you had some other big news for the end of the show.
Oh, yeah. We're going to give out DabbleCon tickets later.
DabbleCon tickets. Yes. We'll give out some DabbleCon tickets. So stay tuned. Tell your friends. Subscribe. Be here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what we're going to do for the rest of the evening is we're going to have some fun, and we're going to ask you folks who you think are the assholes, and we're going to discuss it amongst ourselves because that's what this whole page is about. Now, Cardiff, could you pop it up on the screen for me?
Sure.
There we go.
Am I the asshole?
There it is. Now,
yes.
If you notice at the top there, they have some really fun themed tabs up there. Is that ask the mods, frequently asked questions.
They are assholes.
They are. This is so stupid. Now, Cardiff, would you please read the About the Community section to everybody?
Where's that, Vinny?
The About section, About Community, on the front page. You don't see that?
Oh, there.
Right
Yeah,
there?
sorry. I was looking somewhere else. About community. A catharsis. You just wanted me to say because you just wanted me to read it because you couldn't read catharsis, could you?
Catharsis.
Very nice. A catharsis for the frustrated moral philosopher in all of us, and a place to finally find out if you were wrong in an argument that's been bothering you. Tell us about any non-violent conflict you have experienced. Give us both sides of the story and find out if you're right or you're the asshole. See our best of most controversial at r/am I the asshole filtered. So I guess they have a subreddit that filters out the tops.
Great. I'm going to try to post on there tomorrow just to teach them a lesson. So, Cardiff, I think that's a good place to start, was with their top and most controversial posts.
Well, yes, and I do want to give a shout out to someone in the Discord channel on the WATP server. Pretty cute, had suggested that we, as we were getting closer to Monday and not having any guests booked, we kind of figured we were going to have to do a subreddit like this and kind of deep dive into it and kind of see if we can do it without guests. But Pretty Cute on the Discord did suggest kind of going through the top, some of the top subs, and he wanted to see a little more of an in-depth look into some of these subs. So tonight with no guests, I thought that would be a perfect opportunity.
Absolutely. So let's do that, and let's see what they're talking about on this page.
So let's start with the top for the month. We'll go month, year, and then all time. Sound like a plan?
Love it.
All right. So top for the month with 28.1 thousand upvotes. And for those of you who don't know, AITA, Vinny, that means?
Am I the asshole?
Yes. Thank you. So am I the asshole for forcing my son to use actually, we should have this one should have been the last one. I love this one. Am I the asshole for forcing my son to use a bidet and threatening to talk to his friends or take him to the doctor about his underwear?
This is a good father. No, sir, you're not the asshole.
No,
asshole.
this is a mother.
Oh.
You think? No, actually, no, this is a dad. I think just based on that, that's a dad, yeah.
This is such a dad thing to do. I mean, you've been around. Remember Ron and Fez when Fez's dad hosed him down to the driveway? Like, this kid sounds like he's a problem, and he's one step away from getting the old mop and dish soap thrown at him.
I want to say, though, I think I'm having a flashback now. I think I do remember my mother threatening to hang my shit-stained underwear out on the line outside to embarrass me in front of everybody if I didn't start wiping a little better. Oh, mind you,
that happened to you?
I don't think I was 14. I think I was like 4 when that happened.
Your mother wanted to do that to you when you were 4 years old? Doesn't that seem a little psychotic?
So. Well, it was the 2000s. What are we going to do, Vinny?
In the 2000s, your mother still hung clothes out to dry? She didn't have a dryer?
It was just after September 11th. What were we going to do?
September 11th was really hard on the people of Minnesota. Yeah.
The towers were still smoking. What were we supposed to do with our laundry? Okay, I'm sorry.
They were smoldering still.
Yes.
The air was filled with mesothelioma and Cardiff shitty underwear.
Yes. We were looking for a lawyer. That's what we were looking for. Okay. Enough about me, because you know how that makes me uncomfortable. For some reason, my 14-year-old son, now this is bizarre, that's a 14-year-old. My 14-year-old son cannot wipe properly. This was never a concern to me as his mom did the laundry. Okay, so this is a dad. Unfortunately, she is sick right now. Okay, so
this is the best. This is great already. Dad's like, listen, I never had to deal with this shit. This kid doesn't know how to wipe his ass, and I'm just finding this out now that he's 14. My wife didn't teach his kid how to wipe his ass.
And now she's sick. How dare she get sick without teaching him how to wipe his ass first?
Honey, I don't care if you're throwing up. You get in the bathroom, teach this kid, back to front. I don't give a shit. Whatever you women do, I don't care what style. Side saddle. Just teach this kid to wipe his ass, please.
Vinny?
Yeah.
Front to back or back to front?
Front to back.
Okay, good. I've heard the other way. I just don't understand it.
I thought women did. I don't know.
No, I've heard guys that will like reach under.
I like to think that women's hemispheres are like the southern and northern. They're the opposite of what men do.
I hope so.
But you're right. It seems like to me like they would just be putting nasty stuff into their vaginas if they were going back to front, wouldn't it?
It does. All right. Okay. First day I did laundry, I gagged and almost puked from his underwear. If he were 3 and not fully potty trained, I might understand how they end up like this. But he is a healthy young man. He should not be leaving his ass this unwiped.
Well, hold on a second. Maybe he's not a healthy young man, sir. Maybe this kid is shitting his pants every day because he has malaria, or your wife's a terrible cook.
Or possibly the wife's sick. She stopped cooking, and this guy's bringing home Chipotle every night.
Yeah, he's like, what is he giving this kid while the wife is sick? What is he
Yeah.
bringing home for dinner? He's bringing home Popeyes, this guy.
Look in the mirror, bud. I talked to him about it, and he said he would make an effort to do a better job. Nope. No change in the situation. So I went to the hardware store and installed a wand bidet in the bathroom he uses. We already have one in ours. Do you have a bidet, Vinny?
No.
You look like a bidet man.
I'm a wet wipe guy just like Howard Stern.
Nice. I told him that he has a choice of either using the bidet or washing his own underwear.
And that's the thing. Before you go to Reddit, teach the kid to use the washer for himself. Oh, these are your shitty underwear? Get to the laundry room, kid. Or better yet, give him a fucking piece of metal and a bar of soap and tell him to go to the fucking creek. Get lost.
A bar of soap.
You shitty asshole child.
He doesn't know how to use the washing machine, and he refuses to do them by hand. He started going to commando, which just meant the problem was his jeans now. His shit-stained Levi's.
You're kidding me. Yeah, this kid's like, I'll show you, Dad.
So I said that we might need to take him to the doctor to see what is wrong with him.
What doctor is going to fix this, sir? What doctor?
Dr. Steve might have a way to. Dr. Steve, are you here?
Oh God.
If it's physical or psychological. I also said that the next time his friends were over, I was going to ask them if they left their underwear in the same condition. I would never actually embarrass him like that. He said I was being an asshole, and he called his mom to tell her what I was doing. She said he was just like that, and I could deal with it until she was better. She said that he was just like that, and I could do. Okay. I don't think that's a great plan. If this kid never learns to wipe his ass, he will be bereft of a sexual partner without a poop fetish. I'm not kink shaming him if that's his thing. So this guy has to defend his language here too.
He thinks his child will never find love because he can't wipe his ass.
No, he'll find love, but they have to have a poop fetish. And I think we've tried that subreddit too. We couldn't get them on. So he has started using the bidet, but he says that it's gross and weird. I said it was grosser and weirder for a 14-year-old to crap his pants every day. We are both stressed about his mom, but this situation isn't because of her. I asked her, honey, I know you're
Is this
dying,
your fault, honey?
but please.
Is this your fault? She sounds like she's really sick too. She doesn't need this. Wipe your ass, kid.
I kind of wish there were pictures. Like what exactly are we dealing with here?
You know what? No, sir, I don't think this guy is the asshole. I think this is a father who loves his son. Who's like, I just want the best for you, and I don't need you running around with some poop, scat-loving degenerates.
Oh. This is, yeah, I don't know. Well, first of all, Vinny, is he the asshole?
No, I just said it. No way.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Oh, well, get with it.
Oh,
no, I don't think the dad is the asshole at all. I think the dad loves his son, and he's frustrated. And, I mean, if I had a kid that was, like, in this situation, and the first couple times you talk to him, and, like, you probably say, son, come here. We got to talk about this. You're 14. You cannot do this, dude. You have to have a serious conversation. And when that gets nowhere, and the kid is now not wearing underwear and shitting all over his Levi's,
I don't know.
The dad's not the asshole for going, okay, I'm going to do better. I'm going to install a bidet because you're apparently not capable of understanding the principles of, once again, front to back.
But 14, you're what, a junior in high school?
Sure.
I think. Like, do you really think at that point someone needs to have a conversation with you? Isn't it obvious when you have shit in your underwear?
You know what this might be? This might be one of those kids who just doesn't give a shit. This might be one of those just super lazy kids who doesn't care.
Well, if that's the case,
they're running around.
Maybe the dad isn't the asshole. Maybe the kid is the asshole.
Well, I said the dad is not the asshole. I think the kid is the asshole.
Well, I'm trying to come up with my opinion here.
All right.
I'm talking it through, Vinny.
Okay.
This is my process.
No, your process is I agree with Vinny. Don't you understand how these shows work?
No, then how do people vote on who was? Oh wait, no, wrong show. Shit.
Yeah.
Keep getting confused. What is the consequence this week? No. Wait.
Listen to WATP.
Just kidding.
So,
Carl.
yeah, I have to do that show. By the way, here's a plug. I'm going to be on WATP Wednesday, listening to Literotica, the podcast.
Nice. Well, remind me to send you all the answers for To Catch an Alien.
Oh, thank you. Perfect. I'm going to win.
Don't
I'm going to look so good.
Yes. Don't tell anyone.
Okay.
But yeah.
So back to this guy. This kid,
This guy.
the fact that his plan was, I'm not going to wash my own underwear. I'm just going to cram the back of my pants full of shit and just skid mark up my cotton blue jeans instead of just learning how to use the washer. This kid is 1,000% the asshole.
Have you ever used a bidet?
Yeah. Love
Don't
a
you still have
bidet.
to wipe first? Isn't bidet just kind of the last finish you off?
Do a little bit of both. I like
Really?
to go bidet first and then finish off with the paper because the paper kind of like, you dry it off a little bit.
I see. And I think I don't know.
And you know what? I think the bidet is just a fancy term for car wash when I walk through it every morning to get clean.
Now, I think I have a very subtle sense of humor.
Sure.
Would you say that about me?
I just
think it's brilliant that somehow on this subreddit about the dad, and the son who doesn't wipe his ass and his underwear is full of shit, that there's an ad for peanut butter on this page. I think that's just poetic.
It is. Little Peter's peanut butter.
Yes.
Disgusting. So these people are I find that this is an odd concept for a subreddit to begin with, because it seems to me that anybody who would come here to post really just wants to be told, no, I'm not the asshole. The other person is the problem.
They're looking for justification.
Correct.
Yes.
So are we going to hear both sides of all these stories? I don't know, Cardiff.
According to the community guidelines, yes, you're supposed to put both sides. Which he really didn't give us much of the kid's side, did he? Just basically painted his kid as an asshole. Now, how about that?
What was
How
the
about a
kid's
dad?
side?
There wasn't really. The kid just said he'll try, and he hasn't been. But aren't you just an asshole for going on Reddit and shit talking your 14-year-old son instead of dealing with it?
I did send Dr. Steve a message with the link. He could pop in anytime if he decides to join us.
Fluid.
I would love to find out what a doctor would tell this father. I really would. You know what Dr. Steve would do? I'll put money on it. Here's what Dr. Steve would do. If he gets the call from this dad, I'm very concerned about my son. He's not wiping his ass, his jeans, tells him the whole thing. Dr. Steve brings him in and he's like, so let me show you some slides of what the bacteria that's floating around your backside could do to you, son. And he'll just show pictures of rotted out assholes.
I think it would be great if Dr. Steve showed up not knowing what we were talking about, and we showed him this post. And he's like, oh, shit, you guys found it. My son is going to be very upset with me.
Oh, man.
I love you, Dr. Steve. I'm not implying that you're...
Well, he works a lot. He spends a lot of time, making music and being on the radio. He can't make his son do everything.
That's true. That's true. That's
And
his wife's job.
It's not Dr. Steve's fault his wife is lazy and pretending to be sick.
Yes. Just needs
So
a break.
what are people's...
She needs a break from her shit cleaning underwear.
I mean, dear God, this poor woman, 14 years of this kid's terrible asshole, and she kept it a secret. Like, how do you keep that a secret between you? That's motherly love right there. If this kid was shitting up his underwear and there's other people in the house, the mother would be like, other people got to put their clothes in this washing machine. We got to clean this thing constantly because of you. You're stinking up the place. You would think everybody in that house would know this kid's problem. They would try to shame him out of it. Not mom.
Nope.
Mom keeps a secret.
So this is the highlighted comment. So I guess this is the one that's been boosted the most. I don't know. Do you boost on subreddit on Reddit, or is that a Discord thing?
Who fucking cares?
I don't know. Straight up, this is a biohazard
stars
and is unacceptable. Okay, I mean biohazard. Come on, let's let's not go too far here, but I would frame it that way to both your wife and your son. Like literally, there can be health complications from this. You're at a higher risk for UTIs. Oh, okay. So she's saying that he can fuck himself up. Okay, that makes sense. UTIs, and you can even spread bacteria. Even after she gets better, I would continue to do laundry to make sure she's not just letting it go. So this poster is saying your wife is dropping the ball here. You need to. How about the kid washes his own fucking clothes at 14?
Yeah.
Is that too much to ask?
Listen, man, funny story. My wife used to do all the laundry, and I always felt bad. So last year,
Why did you leave shit in your underwear?
Never,
Oh,
never,
okay.
never. That she knows about. I'll throw those out a fucking window before she ever finds out about that. But I just decided I pay someone to do the laundry now. I have a service. They just come to the house and fucking pick it up.
Oh, I thought you
take
just
it.
gave your wife money.
No.
Oh.
No, she doesn't have to touch any of my clothes anymore, ever. She's the happiest she's ever been.
The Paulinos living high on the hog.
Oh, whatever.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You ever shit your pants?
No.
Never.
Maybe a Hershey squirt when I was sick.
Shit my pants once on the school bus.
Oh, really?
No, not on the school bus. At school.
At
Wanna
school?
Want a fun fact?
Sure. I love a fun fact.
All right. So I was, I don't know how old I was. I was little. And I was on the school bus. And here's the thing. Here's a strange thing. This is one of those serendipity moments. This is one of those strange things that happen in life. I was on the school bus going to school, and I in my seat on the school bus was one of those little tiny cologne tester bottles. Do you remember those? They used to come in the cardboard. There'd be a little tube of cologne or perfume.
With just the little plastic
Yeah.
spritz bottle on the top. Yeah.
I was just sitting on the seat of the bus. I got in, I sat down. Hey, look, there's cologne here. Wow. Weird. Whatever. Threw it in my bag. I'm like, hey, free cologne. I was 5. I didn't know. Anyway, I go to school and I shit my pants in class.
Well, thank God you had some cologne there, stinky britches.
It was so I run to the bathroom. I throw my underwear out. I didn't try and take them home to wash them. I threw them out. I had the sense to do. I cleaned up as best as I could. And I'm like, oh wait, I have cologne for some reason today that I found on the bus. So, yeah, that was one of those moments.
Cardiff, I didn't realize you were this disgusting, but all right.
I was 5. What do you want from me, Vinny? I was in like kindergarten.
Yeah, your ass smelled like fucking brute.
Well,
your parents probably thought your uncle got in there again.
Look, I got through the rest of the day at school, and not one person asked me if I shit my pants. So that's a win, as far as I'm concerned.
That is a win. That is pretty good. I'm glad that you could admit it.
Because if you shit your pants and people are asking you if you shit your pants, you didn't clean up. I think that's
absolutely.
I
remember
did have
that
to go the
story.
rest of the day commando, and that sucked.
I always remember that story about Elephant Boy on Stern when he went to go to Gary Delabate's appearance, and he had shit running down his leg.
He shit on the subway.
Shit. Yeah, it just was rolling down his leg. Disgusted. So
rest in peace.
What does anybody think that the dad's the asshole on this? By the way,
I don't know. This one's way too long, but your wife is not doing him any favors. Like,
I agree with that.
Yeah, he was not made aware. Yeah, I think it seems like people are just kind of jumping on the parenting skills here. They would have to examine it or shove their faces in there. You'd literally notice if something was covered in shit just by doing the laundry. Yeah, I think people are jumping on the wife here, at least on this thread.
And now she's taking a break from all the hard work.
The other issue here is the wife knew there was a hygiene issue with their son and failed to tell the OP, the father. You have a duty to report. Duty.
I agree. And, it's one of those things where it really is like maybe the mom is trying to keep her son's shameful secret, and that is just made for a complacent, literally shitty teenager.
Just imagine what the next generation of this family is going to be like. What the son's kids.
Yeah, they're going to be fucking, every time one of them has to shit or piss, they're going to pick a corner in the house.
They're going to be wearing diapers. They're going to be wearing diapers till they're 14.
I mean, this kid at least said he would try. This next generation are going to be feral humans.
Yes. It's gay to touch your butt to wash it. I'm quite serious. That's toxic masculinity logic. So bidets are gay. Oh, look at this. We didn't notice this. The cute titles they have for their members. This guy is a participant.
Ugh.
Funny cunts.
All right.
Can I say cunt on this channel?
If you'd like to.
Is it not against the rules that we've established?
I think you can say whatever you want to. I would let a listener say it.
Oh, okay,
so,
good.
hey, listen, folks, we're going to let people come and join us tonight, but here's how you're going to get on the show. If you want to talk to us about maybe a situation where you were the asshole, what I want you to do is send an email to subredditsurfing@gmail.com. Cardiff is monitoring it, and if you have an interesting enough story or thought, we'll bring you on and you could tell us about your conflict. And
tell us in the email what you want to talk about. That's
absolutely.
How we'll pick people to come on. Yes.
And don't be liars.
Yes. Honesty is the best policy.
Certainly is.
All and right, if you can top my shitting on the at school story, that'll be great. So people forget what I said.
Yeah. You know what I'm going to do?
What?
Dr. Steve just goes, shit, just got this. Hop on, Peepaw. Oh, he can't. All right. He's probably doing some surgery.
Oh, I have to save lives.
Yeah. All of his patients die, you know.
Every doctor's patients die.
I know,
Did
but
you know
his
that?
really do. I'm looking forward to seeing him this week. Now, Cardiff, let's keep moving. Let's get past this shitting her pants post. We have to figure out later how we're going to give out the DabbleCon tickets, and it might be best shit your pants story.
That's in the lead.
That's in the lead. I haven't decided yet, but we'll keep surfing.
All right. So I believe this one is the top of the month. The top post of the month.
Okay.
Vinny, remind our audience, what does AITA mean?
Am I the asshole?
Hey, am I the asshole for bringing my SIL, sister-in-law?
Maybe.
Yeah, sister-in-law's wallet. This guy fucking put 500 words together, but he had to shorten sister-in-law. Cocksucker Reddit. Okay, am I the asshole for bringing my sister-in-law's wallet to the restaurant when she conveniently always forgets it? You have someone like this in your life who forgets their wallet?
Where'd it go? No, I don't actually. Most of the people I go out to eat with, we fight for the check.
Yes, but you don't have that one that shows up every once in a while. Oh, okay. I had a boss.
If they did, I'd fucking get lost.
I had a boss that kept the same expired credit card in his wallet for years. And you knew what list you were on, depending if you pulled out, oh, my card's expired. Can you pay for this?
Oh man.
All right. My female F28 sister-in-law. So yeah, F28 SIL. So female 28 sister-in-law Amy. Female 20 what? My F28 SIL Amy F26. What? I don't understand.
His female cousin Amy, or his female sister-in-law Amy, who's 26 years old.
No, but it says 28 first. My F28 sister-in-law Amy F26. This guy's okay. Always comes.
I have a feeling just from the start of this that this guy is the asshole. I just don't want to. I don't want to point at center field quite yet, but I'm pretty sure it's this guy. But go ahead.
I'll take it. Always comes to visit from out of town. She stays with us instead of a hotel. Okay. And always wants to go to expensive restaurants. She always conveniently forgets her wallet or comes up with some excuse as to why she can't pay her share. She has implied that since I make much more money than her, I should be the one to pay. No, not my husband should pay, but me specifically. So this is her husband's sister, maybe? Yeah, sister-in-law. Okay.
Wow.
I do make a fair amount of money, but not so much that I can treat someone every time they come into town. Nonetheless, in the past, I have just paid the bill and asked her to pay me back. She never has. She has made a reservation at an extremely okay, if she's making the reservations, if you're making the reservations, you're paying, right? Is that just a Minnesota thing?
That is generally the rule of thumb, unless it's discussed ahead of time.
Fair. And before we left, I made it clear that I would not be paying her bill. This is where I might be the asshole, and I'll admit I got this move straight from an episode of 2.5 Men. That show sucked. As we were leaving, her and my husband went to the car. I pretended.
Yeah, and we went and got AIDS. We went and got AIDS in the parking lot. Just like 2.5 Men. Great.
I pretended I forgot something and went back inside. I found her wallet sitting right on top of her suitcase. I put it in my purse and we went to the restaurant. Okay. So she left her wallet in the car. They went back. She brought the wallet back into the restaurant. So she's planning for her sister-in-law to say, I don't have my wallet. Okay. When we were done eating, I asked for separate bills. She said, no, we need one bill because she forgot her wallet again. I reached into my purse and said, this wallet? She was extremely furious. She said that I should not have touched or grabbed her wallet. So am I the asshole for taking her wallet and bringing it to the restaurant? Edit. Wow, thanks for the awards. Geez, LOL. So many comments. I can't keep up, but thank you. Amy just called me. She saw this post and she yelled at me for bad-mouthing her on the internet. Honestly, I don't care. Amy, hopefully reading all these comments is a wake-up call for you.
All right,
wow.
Here's the move. And honestly, this would escalate a situation if there was going to be one, but here's what you do. When you're at the table and she says she forgets her wallet, right? You reach into your purse and you open up her wallet. You take out her card and you use that to pay for the meal and never tell her. Put her wallet back later and surprise. Then you're an asshole. Handing her the thing is you're trying to be combative.
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning the OP's the asshole here. They went to dinner knowing this was going to happen. They planned this whole thing out. Like, I know how I'm going to embarrass her. How about you just don't go to dinner with this person? Say no.
Now that's the mature thing to do. This might be a little column A and a little column B, because do we believe that this woman forgot her wallet on purpose, Cardiff?
Yes. If it's something they do all the time, like she's saying, if the poster is being honest and this happens all the time, then yes, she did it on
How
purpose.
many times is too many times for that to happen? 2?
Twice, yes.
Okay.
Well, if it's twice in a lifetime and you're going out with somebody every week and it's, 8 years apart, sure, that's understandable. But if it's 2 times in a row, every time we've gone out, no, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I don't feel like this woman is wrong for being upset. She absolutely has the right to be upset at the sister-in-law. The sister-in-law, as we pointed out, is making the reservations.
Yes.
And she's picking expensive, nice places. And I think I have a rule where if you're going out to have dinner with someone and, somebody says to you, hey, I want to take you out to dinner, pick the restaurant, I would never pick a place that I wouldn't just normally go to myself. I go to a place that I would know would normally be in my budget. You know what I mean? Like, I don't try to pick someplace super fancy, because that I feel like that could be kind of rude too. So like, this woman's picking super expensive restaurants according to the OP here. So the question becomes, why is this woman doing this? Is this a power thing? Is she she's going to the expensive places and she's purposely forgetting her wallet? Like, this is passive aggressive.
It's cunty, yes.
I let him fight if I'm the husband.
I think, but yeah, this is if I'm interpreting this right, this is the husband's sister. Why doesn't he fucking man up?
Yeah, pay the bill, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting one, but let's see what some of the comments are. I brought my.
So she brought it and goes, "Oh, I picked it up for you, by the way." Like, could you imagine the smug look, the smugness on this woman's face when she pulled out that wallet to give to her? She's like, "Oh, you forgot your wallet? Well, you know what? Look what I found.
Don't you have Apple Pay? It's 2023. Come on, people.
Like, I don't know what fancy. Like, I mean, the only restaurants that let you pay Apple Pay, like at the table, are usually pretty shitty.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I guess NTA is not the asshole. So this person is voting not the asshole, but you totally should have flipped the switch, left your wallet at home, only brought your license, so she had to cover the whole bill, then never taken her out to a restaurant again. I agree with the last part.
Okay. Yeah, I would never take her out again. I would just say to my husband, listen, by the way, could you tell your sister to stay at a hotel?
Why is she like? It doesn't seem like they have a good relationship with this sister-in-law. Why is she visiting so much?
This might be one of those situations where, like, the brother and her are close, where the husband and her and his sister are close, and he just doesn't have a backbone to deal with his sister. Sounds like.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you know what? John Lewis just made a good point in the comments. Even if you forget your wallet, you still make arrangements to pay the other people back.
Yes, or at least make it look like you want to pay the person back. Make an attempt.
Yeah,
this one doesn't.
Fair enough.
Speaking of in the chat, we have a celebrity in the chat.
Do we?
Yes, from episode 3, Big Ol' Benny.
Oh,
hi, Big Ol'
Benny. Nice to see you, pal.
See, we keep this. If we get one a guest per show, and they become viewers, we're on the right track.
You know, I'm almost wondering, like, what Benny. I need to know. Put in the comments. Is that person the asshole? I want to know what Benny thinks.
Yes, Benny gets the vote on this one.
Yeah, Benny. NTA, or are they the asshole?
The A.
So, or A, I guess. I just have a hard time dealing with people who pull that crap.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Not at all. Do you have any super cheap friends?
Do I have any super cheap friends?
Yeah,
no.
Just that you don't associate with anymore. No, not that you hang out with, but just you gave up on them. They were so frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, there's people that I knew in college and stuff that were just deadbeats all the time. I mean, it's hard to... No, man. You know, Carl's one of those guys who doesn't let you pick up a tab. God bless him. He's one of those guys, man. He never lets you. He'll fight you. But then he cancels. Then he cancels the charge later. It's a real dirty trick. He's a real snake in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, people, what is the general consensus on here? Is this woman an asshole? Let me know in the comments section, please, or shoot us an email at, where are the emails again? Subreddit surfing
at Gmail. Stop going out with her. Stop going out to eat with her. Just stop. What's wrong with your husband that he allows his sister to take advantage of his wife? This is your real problem. That's the cuck.
Hard to argue.
Is that a cuck? No. I guess he's not a cuck. His sister's cucking him? I don't know.
His sister is cucking him.
Yeah.
And I mean, and he's a clown too, making his wife pay.
Yeah.
Like my wife and I, we go halvesies, not halvesies, but we'll go like one off. Like if we go to lunch or something, she'll grab it, then I'll grab it or whatever. But like we're going for a nice dinner. Oh yeah.
Separate accounts?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
She doesn't want to share her money with you.
Oh, she probably. That's probably accurate. I buy dumb shit, Cardiff.
Yes.
Look
I
behind
can see the
me.
toys behind you. Yes. Vinny, you spent the mortgage on toys again.
G.I. Joe. All right, let's move on. Let's see. What is the next post we're going to talk about on Am I the Asshole?
So this is the top post of all time.
Okay.
Of all time. And based on the title, I'm not understanding why this is the top post of all time. Am I the AITA, Vinny? What does that stand for?
Am I the asshole?
Oh, thank you. Am I the asshole for telling my wife the lock on my daughter's door does not get removed till my brother-in-law and his daughters are out of the house? Does not. So I'm assuming he put a lock on his daughter's door when his brother-in-law and his daughters moved in.
Yeah.
It's a poorly worded title.
Yeah. But it says a lot about what she thinks of her brother-in-law.
Yes. Again, in-laws, we've got 2 threads in a row now. In-laws are the problem.
Yeah.
Yes. My brother-in-law, Sammy, lost his home shortly after his divorce 10 months ago. He moved in with us and brought his twin daughters, Olivia and Sloane, 18, with him a couple of months ago. His sister, my wife, and I have one daughter, Zoe, 16, and she and her cousins aren't close but get along fine. So first of all, how many well, the kids are 18, but how many divorces do you know where the kids go and live with the dad? That mom must have been.
I don't know a lot of them. Yeah,
not many.
It's not in Minnesota. They never go with the father.
No, they usually just shoot the father.
Yeah,
throw him in the snow.
In the ice, they go out to the ice.
Yes,
cut a hole, drop them in.
Just drop them in.
So the brother-in-law moves into the house with his 2 18-year-old daughters.
Yes,
and the mother has they have a 16-year-old daughter.
Yes. The poster and his wife have a 16-year-old daughter, yes.
And they get along, according to this.
They get along fine, but they're not close.
Okay.
So they're just like that cousin you see once a year. Hey, everything's fine, but you're not talking regularly.
Okay. So
Clear?
What is the problem here?
Okay. Olivia and Sloane, who they get along fine, have no respect for Zoe's privacy. None. They used to walk into a room and take everything they get their hands on. Makeup, phone accessories, clothes, school laptop, etc. Zoe complained a lot, and I've already asked the girls to respect Zoe's privacy and stop taking things. My wife and Sammy saw no issue with this. After all, they're girls, and this is typical teenage girls' behavior. I completely disagree. That's strange. I thought the mom would see that being a problem.
I don't know, man. I feel like I do feel like that's something that women do. Like they just kind of, share stuff like that. I mean, They all go to the bathroom together.
No, but I think you have to. You're living in someone else's house.
Yeah.
You got to have, at 18, you got to know there's some boundaries there. Like this Zoe didn't have to, I don't know. She had her own room. She had her own place for a while. Now people are just storming in, taking her stuff.
I think what we're really learning tonight is that kids are assholes.
Kids are the assholes. Yes. Okay, we can shut this subreddit down. You can block this subreddit now.
Is the subject of your post 18 or younger? They're the asshole. It's fine.
All right. So the last straw. Do you want to know what the last straw was, Vinny?
Sure.
The last straw was when Zoe bought a $60 MAC makeup kit that looks like a paint set that she saved up for over a month. And one of the girls, Sloane, took it without permission and ruined it by mixing shades together while using it. Don't know much about makeup, but that's what Zoe said when she found the kit on her bed and was crying. I told my wife, and she said she'd ask Sloane to apologize, but I got Zoe a lock after I found she was moving valuable belongings out of the house because of this incident. So this kid has started hoarding outside of the house. So her kid
is like, wow, yeah. And you know what? Zoe's a good egg. Because, I know a lot of families where if you were stealing stuff out of somebody's room, you get an elbow to the back of your head. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this could be a thing, but she's just internalizing it. This poor girl. She's
younger.
Sad. She's crying and she's hiding her things.
She's younger and she's outnumbered. There's 2 of them. Right? So she's in a bad spot.
Sloane is the asshole here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Sammy and his daughters saw the lock and weren't happy. The girls were extremely upset.
How are they supposed to get in there to get her makeup now, guys? Exactly. You're putting a lock on the door?
I have to go buy my own MAC cosmetics. Don't you just hate when your makeup gets all mixed up like that, Vinny? Like the red gets in the blue and the green gets in the yellow. Don't you hate that?
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, it stinks. Sammy ended up, saw the lock. They were extremely upset. Sammy asked about it, and I straight up told him. and I straight up told him, my daughters aren't thieves. It's normal that girls of the same age borrow each other's stuff. He said Zoe could easily get another makeup kit for $15 from Walmart and shouldn't be buying expensive well, go fuck yourself. It's none of your business what she's buying.
How dare he?
Yeah, what the hell?
How dare he? Oh, I'm on Team Zoe.
She shouldn't be buying expensive adult makeup in the first place. Like, what's adult makeup and what's child makeup? And suggested my wife take care of the defect in Zoe's personality. Trying to appear older than she is. He accused me of being overprotective and babying Zoe with this level of enablement.
You're out, buddy. You're out of my house.
How's he enabling?
You get the fuck out, pal. You're telling me my Zoe's got a personality defect because she bought nice makeup for herself because she wanted to have a nice thing and she saved and she earned, and your fucking twat daughter decided to fucking come in here and play fucking Bob Ross?
Vinny, a month or so ago, when I approached you about doing this show, did you think we would be yelling at each other about makeup? I really did not see the. I'm
so mad right now. I would be so angry at this.
Oh. I told him that this is between me and my wife, but she shamed me for putting a lock on Zoe's door for her cousins to see and preventing them from spending time with her, saying I was supposed to spend time in the living room.
What is this mother doing?
Supposed to treat them like daughters. That you're in my house. And demanded I remove it because I said the lock does not get removed till her brother and his daughters are out of our house.
Yeah, fucking get Picasso out of here.
She got mad. So the wife is now mad that I was implying we kick them out and said her family will hate me for this. So I reminded her that I let Sammy and his family move in, which is something her own family refused to do. So she should start with blaming them for not taking their own son and nieces and granddaughters in. Maybe the grandmother doesn't want her makeup getting stolen.
Yeah.
All my blue makeup's gone.
Those twats? Never let them in here.
If it wasn't for her family's unwillingness to help, we wouldn't be dealing with this much disturbance at home. Everyone's been giving me and Zoe the silent treatment, and my wife is very much upset over this.
I understand why the wife is upset because she just wants peace in the house.
Yes.
But you need to defend your daughter. This is the shit I can't stand. Like,
a little bit.
Here's the deal. Some people would be of the mind that it is a physical possession and that physical possessions have no meaning. But this represented something. This girl spent a lot of time. She cared. She picked something she wanted. She earned money for it. And she went and bought it. And this girl just entitled decided to take it. And they're mad because because they simply put a lock on the door? Just because you guys were so inconsiderate? You're fucking freeloaders? You goddamn freeloaders are stealing possessions. My daughter's crying and hiding her good stuff. She's digging holes in the backyard and hiding her jewelry. And I got to worry about your feelings because she put a lock on. Get out of my house.
Yeah.
Get out of my house. Sammy.
I very rarely stay in anyone's. I can't even remember the last time I spent the night in someone else's house that wasn't an Airbnb.
I hate staying at Airbnbs with people.
But I gotta say, I'm a great fucking house guest. I will not be it. These kids, I think the kids and the dad.
I think I recognize that in you. You may have shit your pants a lot as a kid, but yes. I don't think you're leaving a mess anywhere. No. You're conscientious. I'm the same way because I don't ever want to be a problem. I don't ever want to be the problem. I just try to get my shit together, keep it together. I don't like to make a mess. I do what I say I'm going to do. I get so annoyed at people who are just sloppy.
Yes. But this guy's just, the brother-in-law is just the asshole. Like he's coming to your house, not even, I mean, I think I would be over compensating for my kids at that point. If I was in my brother-in-law's house and I was living with them because I had nowhere else to go. If he said my kid looked at him sideways, I'll deal with them. Don't you worry. Like I'm getting a free ride here. Like, I don't want to
Well-
fuck this up over a $60 makeup kit.
What I don't understand here is exactly that. The father's reaction to go, well, she could get another one at Walmart for $15. Well, sir, maybe that's why you're divorced. Maybe one too many shitty gifts on Valentine's Day. You fucking idiot. But these two daughters, they're 18 years old. They could be out on the street.
I'm starting to realize why the mother doesn't have these two daughters. It's like, I don't want the two cunts.
Yeah, get them out
You
of here.
take them. Let your sister deal with them.
This enraged me way more than I thought this ever could.
Yes, makeup. Can we change the name of the show? Vinnie and Cardiff makeup talk.
I don't know what Mac is. All I know is that this poor kid spent her money to do something good for herself, and this fucking asshole, this twat of a child.
Two twats.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about
I'm
Sloan.
sure they're I'm sure they're both. I'm sure they're both a problem.
Yeah.
They're twins. They come from the same seed.
So what else we got on there? What else are people saying about this?
So not the asshole. Don't back down. You are the only one sticking up for Zoe. If her cousins want to use expensive makeup, give them your wife's. That's not bad. That's
Here,
not bad.
here.
I guarantee she won't appreciate sharing anymore. They need to start behaving like appreciative guests. Yes, that's the key. The appreciative guests. Not even appreciative, just not a fucking asshole guest. Like, you don't need to thank me regularly. Just don't steal my shit.
And if something happens, can you not go blaming the victim? Can you not go victim blaming in my house?
Oh. I love this idea, not the asshole. OP. You have your daughter's back and totally get her need for privacy and autonomy over her stuff. I'm disgusted that her own mother isn't more supportive. Please lend some mother's makeup to the twins, because obviously it's what girls do, isn't it?
Yeah.
They love to borrow and use each other's stuff without asking. Not.
You know what this might be? I bet you the mom probably grew up with sisters, and maybe Zoe's like an only child, it sounds like. So Zoe's not used to this, and it really freaked her out.
Yeah,
that
but
could be part of this too. But again, this child, it has to share her house because her deadbeat uncle fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell you a story that happened to me? One of the worst experiences of my life, Cardiff.
Ooh, yes.
Sharing space with somebody. When I was in college, right, I have an uncle who I really like as a person. He's a hell of a great guy. I got no beef with him. His wife was having an affair, and he found out. This is my mom's brother, right?
Okay.
He found out she was having an affair. He left. They had 3 kids. She kept the house. He had nowhere to go. So he moved into, because I was away at college, he moved into my bedroom. So
Nice.
Guess what happens? When I come home for Christmas break, I got to share a room with my uncle, my lovelord uncle, whose life is just falling apart.
Separate beds?
Yes, thank God.
Oh.
I had a couch in there, so like I slept on the couch because I'm a nice guy. But my uncle's great. Here's the fun thing. I came home, and now there's a massive, like, this is the time when a flat screen TV had a big giant tube in the back and just the screen was flat, but it was still like 60 inches and square.
Yes. It was.
He had one of those on
Mirage.
Yeah, it was like a 60-inch TV on top of my dresser, which was weird. And then he bought like this really ridiculous stereo. And every day I would come home, I would go hang out with friends or whatever, and I'd come home, and this guy would just be laying on the bed staring at the ceiling, playing Marshall Tucker Band. Can't you see what that woman she's been doing to me every goddamn day?
I really wish
It
it
was
had
a
bunk
nightmare.
beds.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Bunk beds would have been nice. How long did he live there?
So I went back. I was only home for like a month and a couple days, I think. Then I came home and he was still there, and he moved out like 2 weeks after I came home because we were just like, yeah, buddy, you gotta get out of here. I'm gonna be here for a couple of months, and we're not doing this. And he was a nice guy, but that was brutal. Sharing space with someone, you know, And like my uncle was a victim here. His wife cheated on him. He didn't have a good situation. He did everything he was trying to do to take care of his kids. He was working his ass off. So I'm not mad. But sharing your space sucks, is my point, especially with family.
Yes, I agree. I like my own space.
All right. What else we got, Cardiff? You're not Carl. Holy
Hey.
shit.
That's probably the meanest thing you've ever said to me, Vinny.
Yeah, it just might be. Your teeth are so much better.
And my feet.
Look at those pearly whites.
Straight teeth, straight feet.
Yeah.
That's a Cardiff Electric guarantee. What's this? Nutella? LOL. Wait, what? Bonus if OP goes into Sammy's room to borrow things without asking: underwear, an expensive watch, or something, returning it with visible wear and tear. Nutella would be my friend for his favorite pants. Why don't we get the kid? Why don't we get the kid from the other post to just wear twins' underwear for a day?
Yeah, they like to share. These
LOL,
fucking girls. These little girls will be walking around with whore makeup on and just UTIs for these shitty underwear.
Man. Yeah, I am very angry. That was just a shit. But now I did learn something fun about Reddit.
All right.
You want to click and see what else this guy's posted?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we can see what else this guy's posted. Oh, he's from Canada. Ugh.
Disgusting.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, he only went on Reddit for this one thing?
He just went on Reddit to talk about his daughter's makeup. Or he just set up this. Okay. I thought that would be a fun.
Hashtag Zoe Strong, everybody. Hashtag Zoe Strong.
I thought that would be a fun off ramp on this one, but no. Let's see what else this guy's posting. But yeah, those are the three. So that was our top. Am I the asshole? That was our top post of all time. 81,000 upvotes on this one.
So I'm looking on their page right now. I'm trying to find a couple more interesting ones. Folks, remember, let me pop this up. If you want to be on the show and ask us if you're an asshole or not, please feel free to join us, but you have to send an email to subredditsurfing@gmail.com, and Cardiff can send you the link to join us. Now, I just found an interesting one on this front page, and then I went to go click on it. It said mods removed it. So
Whoa.
that's par for the course with these assholes.
The mods are the asshole.
Really are. Okay, here's one for us.
You want to put it up?
I can't. AITA.
Okay.
For trying to accommodate my coworker's diet. Maybe you could find that on there, Cardiff. I'm a 27-year-old female. I've been at my current company for about 2 years. I like to cook and bake, and my roommate is obsessively healthy eater, so I usually have a lot of leftovers, and I always bring them to the office. About a year ago, Denzel, 29, was hired. He and I hit it off right away, and within a few months, people were joking that he and I were work husband and wife, which I thought was really funny and super cute. Denzel's already
husband.
married. Yeah. We're common law. Denzel's already married, but we have great chemistry. But nothing else has ever happened between us. I wish, LOL, she wrote. So she's got a little crushy poo.
Yes.
So at first, Denzel seemed to really like my baked goods. But then I noticed he had stopped eating the snacks I brought. I asked him why, and he said he and his wife were trying a keto diet. I decided to make some keto snacks so that Denzel could still partake. So I made a batch of keto muffins the next week. Denzel didn't try those either.
Now hold on. One of your friends has a ultra specific diet. Is that your responsibility to cater to them?
Never.
Yes.
Never. And the fact that she did, and then this asshole wouldn't even try it. Wow.
Yeah, come on, Denzel.
He said, I didn't need to make anything special on his account, but I found a recipe for low-calorie keto scones, and I made a few of those and brought those in a few days later. I also forwarded him information regarding fitness and calorie counting apps they could use as a resource.
The fuck are
Another
keto
coworker.
scones?
I wouldn't eat that shit. So Denzel didn't try any of those either. When I asked him, he said he was trying to lose some weight. So she's making him the healthier snack. She's sending him these calorie counting apps. And another coworker named Megan, who's friends with Denzel and his wife outside of work, took me aside and said that I needed to stop pushing food on Denzel, that I was making him uncomfortable, and that it made it look like I was interested in him. She threatened to report me to HR if I didn't stop. I was shocked, and I tried to tell Megan that I was just being nice and trying to accommodate everyone and bring treats to the office. And Denzel never said anything about being uncomfortable and reported me to HR. Seemed like a huge overreaction on her part. I'm so confused now. AITA. Am I the asshole for offering food to coworkers and trying to accommodate Denzel's diet? No, you're the asshole for fucking being the Martha Stewart of single white females.
I think I'd have to agree there, Vinny.
Leave the guy the fuck alone. Wow.
There's always that one person that finds out, you have a special dietary restriction and has to make it a big deal. Just announce it to everybody.
What?
I made these special for you, Vinny.
Charlie Don't Surf made me laugh. She goes, Denzel's wife didn't find lipstick on his collar. She found crumbs. So what is up with this Megan, though? Like, she's getting involved. I bet you what happened here is the wife, this guy said something. She's like, why is this girl in your office? This smacks of the wife being kind of jealous and upset about this relationship as well, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. Johnny 1.0 says, I will tolerate any woman's advances if they're bringing me treats.
Not keto treats.
Yeah.
Keto scone?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're going to bring me a keto scone? Get out of here. Get out of here. You and Sammy both.
I'm offended as a fellow carbohydrate. I'm offended by that.
Yeah. I don't like it. Get out of here. Healthy fuck. Is the word diet? Is it keto diet? Out the door.
By the way, you're looking very slim lately, Vinny. What are you doing?
I am as rotund as I've ever been in my life, pal.
I was trying to be nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Keto scones.
Our heads are the same size. It's pretty weird. Yeah, that ain't normal. That ain't normal. It's the doctors will be fascinated. We really need Steve over here. Keto scone must taste like sand. Agreed. All right, Cardiff, what else you got? Find me another one.
All right. No emails yet, so come on, people. Don't make us resort to Lorenzo Arreola.
I would like to know if Lorenzo Arreola has ever shit his pants. Actually, never mind. I would like to know how often Lorenzo Arreola shits his pants.
I think we could take some bets on that one. Oops. Okay.
All right.
Am I the asshole for having my adult daughter pay half of rent?
Huh. Depends on the situation.
I, a 52-year-old female, am having my adult daughter, 25F, pay half the rent. Done. Yes.
Fine.
You're not the asshole. Yeah. She's almost half your age. She should be paying half the rent. I think that's fair. My daughter moved in with me in 2019, graduated from university, and got her own job in 2022, and continues to live with me, but has her own adult job. Lives her own life. I have asked her to split the cost of rent and utilities in half with me. She has repeatedly told me that she should be saving her money for a down payment on a house or for her education, which she plans to continue. You're 25. If you're not becoming a doctor, it's over. Just work. Am I wrong here?
No. I mean,
unless you could pay for it yourself, I think you're done.
Yeah, I agree.
Continue and doesn't consider it fair that she is splitting the cost of living in half with me. For context, we live in a high cost of living area, and she is not able to move out on her own. Additionally, our rent is below average cost for our area. I know she does not want to live with me, but but she has not been able to find a space she can afford. Am I the asshole for asking her to split? Oh, shit, sorry. So asking her to split 50-50. I'm adding this to the main post since it was suggested. I think it's important to mention that she does not bring people over ever, as she is embarrassed at the state of the house. This has been a common fight between us as well. She has asked me to get rid of things so I can make space for her and her items. Have not done so yet. I'm very, so she's a hoarder. The mom is a hoarder. Okay.
She doesn't want to pay half the rent because she can only walk through one tiny aisle that's between a fucking Red Sea of newspapers and dead animals in this house.
How many cats are underneath these newspapers, Mom? How many cats? Well, the hoarding aside, I think the daughter's being a little cunty here, just assuming, no, I can't pay for my living expenses. I can't split the cost with you because
I have to keep getting tetanus shots because the rats keep biting me, Mom. Can't we get rid of some of this stuff?
No, I don't have friends over because you ever watch Hoarders?
Oh, I can't watch it all the time. I'll get into it and then I'll see something that really skews me out and I won't watch it for a couple of years.
I could watch that all day, all night. I love that. I love disaster shows.
Those are the people we should throw in the fucking river. If you destroy a property like that, get fucking gone.
The best are the ones that live in an apartment and they've got people above them and below them.
How do they do that?
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's, again, I don't think she's out of line for asking her 25-year-old daughter to pay half.
Well, I mean, listen, man. If you were Stuttering John's kid and you have to move to his fucking Canoga Park apartment, he's like, you're gonna have to pay all the rent. I mean, half. What? I mean, do you want to pay half the rent to live there?
I wouldn't want to, but obviously I'm there because I don't have a choice. So.
Yeah. I mean, all your stuff is now covered in stink lines. That's not fun.
And cat hair.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Vinny, what's that email again if somebody wants to join the show?
No. Our email is subredditsurfing@gmail.com. If you want to come in and tell us a story, I'm going to give away some DabbleCon tickets to whoever I like the best. Feel free to shoot us an email, and then we will have you come in and tell us why you need to know if you're an asshole or not.
Charlie don't surf. I watch Hoarders. You should try this UK series that has OCD cleaners clean hoarders' homes. Total nightmare. I am in. We're watching that next week, Vinny.
What are we watching? I'm sorry, I was reading this next one.
Oh. Total nightmare. I guess it's an OCD cleaners clean hoarders' home. So this is brilliant for a show. So they get a hoarder's house. They get somebody with OCD and they make the person with OCD clean the house. That's next
That's
week
like cruel and unusual punishment. That's really that's a lot
for
of fun.
For both parties. Both parties get fucked in that situation. The hoarder's like, I don't have any more bags of piss. Then the OCD person has to go through all that. I think we have an email, Vinny.
Who wants to join us tonight?
Oh, come on. I can't join you on the podcast, but you can share my story with the chat. All right. So let's share. Let's share. I don't want to give the name here because they haven't said if I can give the name. It sounds like a real name. My 15-year-old son got mad at school and threw his iPhone down on the ground. It is now not working. The kid was pissed, threw his phone. Gotcha. So I told him I'm not going to fix his phone anytime soon. If he wants a phone, he can have an old Nokia flip phone with the name Nana on it. He's upset. He's upset because he told me he'll be bullied by taking that phone to school. I told him, great. He's acting entitled and needs some humility. Am I the asshole? I feel he needs to learn his lesson, but I also know that kids do need phones in high school. Oh, and it's from Spaghetti Tooth John. So thank you, Spaghetti Tooth John. I didn't want to give away your real name there.
Okay. Your kid lost his temper and threw a very expensive phone.
Yes.
You are doing the absolute right thing by making this child live and learn that there's a consequence for the action.
I would agree. 15-year-old? Yeah, I would agree.
How's his pants? How are the kid's pants? Is he at least wiping his ass?
If he wipes good, then yeah, maybe buy the kid a new phone. No, I think that's the right move. Spaghetti tooth John. You can't just buy him out of this. He's got to have some pain here so he doesn't throw his phone down the next time. And that's parenting talk with Vinnie and Cardiff Electric.
Yeah. First off, your kid is an asshole for throwing his phone. I will also throw that in there. That's pretty immature behavior. You know, if he had just dropped it or fucking broke, that's something else. But he got mad and threw it. Yeah, he doesn't get another one.
Yeah.
Away with that kid.
I would agree. Let me go back to the mail. Oh, we have another. I'll hop on if you want.
Is that Benny?
It could be. It could be.
Betty, we're
put a name.
Maybe next time, Betty. Maybe next time.
I told you if you want to get on, you got to tell us what you want to talk about in the email. So what's that email again, Vinny?
SubRedditSurfing@gmail.com. I'll put it up on the screen for you, folks. That's the email. Am I the asshole, Carter, for offering to let my little brother live rent-free? What? This is a weird one. My 23-year-old brother Alex and I share the same dad. I'm 15 years older, so I've been more of a dad than brother to Alex. Okay. Especially when our dad died when I was 25 and Alex was 10. My dad was wealthy from many sources, including real estate and several life insurance policies. My dad left me as the executor. Basically, his will left me everything after his obligations were settled. Leaving Alex out was more or less to protect him from his leech mother. Huh. Don't get me wrong. I agreed to give her child support even though Alex ended up living with me. Alex is now 21 and wants to get married to his girlfriend who has a 1-year-old. His son's father died before he was born. Her son's father died before he was born. I could see this was more about two young people trying to create a family together, and it's not going to last. Okay. Now, this is interesting. I've been nice to Alex, but paying for his school and car. Now he wants one of the houses and that the estate owns. Okay. So he knows that this kid, he's got to be dad to his little brother, and he knows that this kid's in probably a relationship that isn't the best for him. Have you ever been in a situation, Cardiff, like that where you've had a friend who you knew was with somebody that was just a fucking problem?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
People keep... Yeah, I'm wonderful. Is it me?
Yes.
Just curious.
I've been trying to free your wife ever since I first met you.
Yeah. You have to gnaw through those chains.
No,
that's what happened to Carl's teeth. He tried to save her.
But I think there's an obvious asshole here.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay. I told him no way. The house is worth a lot. And went, oops, I mean, if you and your girlfriend divorce, then it starts getting messy. She has no money, no assets. I'm not giving my brother a house that can end up being hers. And no, a prenuptial doesn't guarantee against that. That's why I'm not giving it to him, even though it's a small part of the real estate portfolio. I told him that as executive of the estate, I'm open to them renting the place for $1 a month. I could rent it for over $2,000, by the way. I also reminded him who raised him after our dad died. He's accusing me of keeping all the money in the estate money for myself. That made me laugh because the estate is mostly tied up in investments. I don't live off of it. I don't need to live off of it.
The dad's the asshole. The dead father is the asshole.
We're going to blame the dead? That's what we're doing tonight? Potato,
well, come on. He put her in this position.
Yeah.
He put the daughter in this position. He made her. This father didn't teach this kid anything. And then he died. And in the will, he said, hey, daughter, you deal with his bullshit.
I think it's a son, but...
Or whatever. Okay. Sorry, the son. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I also do think there is something to be said about trying to protect someone from themselves that you love.
Yeah, but don't put your other kid in that position that have to like say I'm only giving this to one kid, right? So now they're in the position that they're the asshole to the other brother, right?
Well,
Because
there should be some way for this kid, or some, I hate for lack of a better term, achievement for him to unlock to be able to get some of the money. Like, gets to a certain age, then the money's unlocked to keep it, away from the kid's 25. But I will say this: do you just give him the house? Probably. I mean, the kid. I mean, you give him the house, and then guess what happens if he loses it? You already said it's a small part of the portfolio. You're just a dick.
Yeah,
I think this guy is the asshole.
Wash your hands. Be done with it. It's not but that executor, we'll call him, is in a tough spot. If you're gonna die, either split your estate. I hate the word estate.
So check this out. Somebody asked for clarification here, and this is interesting. They said, are you the executor, the sole heir, or both? If you were just the executor, the estate should have been settled by now. And he goes, both. Basically, my dad's estate is now in a trust. Then they responded, then you're the trustee. Are you the only beneficiary, or is your brother one as well? As your trustee, you're required to act for the benefit of both beneficiaries. He goes, I'm the only beneficiary, but I took care of my brother. I think it's the dad. The dad could have just put it in there to take care of the kid. God.
Oops. Sorry, we do have somebody that wants to come on, and I just sent them the link to watch the video. Hold on. Apologies.
Oh, no.
All right. Just sent you the link. Hi, Cardiff and Vinny. When I was a kid, I puked a lot due to migraine headaches. One time at scout camp, I puked in a bathroom all over the floor. Then I walked out, and another kid walked in and screamed in horror. I thought it was hilarious and still do. I thought it would be more hilarious if you blame them for the puke.
That's hysterical.
Yeah. Can you watch someone puke?
Can I? I don't want
Somebody
to.
pukes around you. Will you puke?
No.
You're not a contagious puker?
No.
I am.
I'm the people's champ, baby.
That's true.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
And no, I'm not reading a message from Bob Levy. Bob Levy was suffering from migraines this morning.
Oh, poor fella.
Yes. And he found the cure. So Obsessive Compulsive Cleaners is the name of the show. I can email the first episode, which she did. So thank you very much. I've got that in the email. Vinny and I will hold hands and watch that after the show.
Okay, I'm looking through some of the highest rated posts on this Reddit page. For telling my girl, am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend she's not allowed to tell my daughter what to do? Does that interest you, Cardiff?
Say that again. Some of these titles are wordy.
Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend she's not allowed to tell my daughter what to do?
The girlfriend's not allowed to. No.
Pass.
Yeah. You're not my mom.
Ha! Oh, this is a fun one. Am I the asshole for high-fiving a stranger who humiliated my boyfriend?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yes.
You might be. You might be. My boyfriend and I go to the climbing gym regularly. He's really into it, and I just started in climbing a few times a week. He's stupidly competitive about it and quietly insults beginners who are not as good, which makes me feel self-conscious because I'm a beginner. Last night we were at the climbing gym again, and he was doing a V6. There was about 6 people taking turns on the problem, probably because it's a newly installed route and they were all failing. Then a girl came and flashed it. She made it so easy, but at the end, she didn't hold the final hold for 5 seconds, and my boyfriend called her out, and she was done. Now, I don't know what any of that means. Holding the last hold, she says, is supposed to be the right way of finishing a route, but she was doing it so easily, she definitely could have. I think he was just being salty because she did it when he couldn't. She laughed and told him he didn't even start the program correctly and walked off. I gave her a high five because she was walking towards me and did an amazing job at the problem. And it knocked my boyfriend off of his high horse, and she was surprised but high-fived me. My boyfriend turned to me and gave me a what the fuck look and wouldn't talk to me the rest of the night.
No, the boyfriend's taking it. They're climbing pretend walls in a gym. He got dunked on.
Yeah.
Big deal.
But you don't want your lady high-fiving the person who just dunked on you, though.
No, but by the title of the post, I thought, this guy got kicked in the nuts on the street, and then she high-fived the guy who kicked him in the nuts. It's a little... Yeah, fuck him. He's being a pussy.
Agreed. All right, you got one, Cardiff?
No, I've been checking emails. Hold on.
Okay.
Too many jobs, Vinny. Too many jobs.
Well, I'm going to tell you this right now.
Oh.
This whole show has been very interesting. I kind of like this Reddit page. I think this is the first one where I'm like, I kind of want to stick my head in this again.
And we have found a few of these. So I think...
Even though it's run by rabid cunts, terrible people.
Yes. Who banned you immediately.
Banned me immediately for no good reason. All I want to do is spread sunshine, Cardiff.
Yes. So this sounds
what do
like
you got?
Maybe somebody we know. No, maybe not. What does ATIA mean?
Am I the asshole?
Yes. Am I the asshole for telling my friend to stop mimicking my symptoms as her own to her followers?
What?
So we have some stolen medical valor, some stolen symptoms here.
That's ridiculous. Okay.
All right.
Man, people love attention, don't they?
I, 26F, have been friends for a decade with Janet, 24F. We have never been super close up until 2020. Janet has always had some sort of disability, the most prominent being an autoimmune disorder that causes chronic pain. Janet is also very prominent on social media and often discusses her disabilities very openly. I am not and haven't really discussed mine in length. Recently, I've been afflicted by really bad pains in my hands due to my job. I expressed how badly things have gotten when I found myself physically incapable of using my left hand for the most basic of tasks, such as picking up a pencil or waving. I told Janet about it, as she is a friend and she was sympathetic. But then less than 24 hours later, I went onto her social media and I found her crying to her followers about her own chronic hand pain.
Good God.
Damn
it, Janet.
I was kind of dumbfounded since she had just been with me the day before, opening jars and carrying around things with maybe she's overcompensating. Maybe she had to do so much hand things for you.
She was playing rock, paper, scissors with the mailman. She was out of control using her hands in my house.
No complaints. I decided to let this go, and believe that she may in fact be suffering like I am, because how do I know she hasn't been dealing with this? But then it started to get weird. Oh, okay, now it's going to get weird. Okay. Janet started asking me more and more questions. What the pain feels like, how frequently does it shoot to other places, or was it localized, etc. At first, I didn't think anything of it, and I answered her, only for her to have the same type of pain less than 24 hours later. I was shocked that she would say that she had the same level and type of pain as me, even using the same terminology I did. I decided to stop answering her questions, and for a couple of months, she stuck with what she had already told her following until last night. After a few visits with my doctor, my pain is gone, thankfully. The only thing that is gone for me is good is the grip strength I once had.
Okay, I don't care. I'm glad you're okay, lady. Let me tell you what you do. If this lady is just copying you, you got to start making up symptoms.
Yeah, have fun with it.
Yeah, you got to start making up symptoms. That's the only thing you can do here. You have to start going, oh my God, I'm having chronic asshole pain everywhere I go. Every time I bend over, I feel like I'm getting ripped in two. Whatever. Make up a story.
But do you think there's a chance Janet isn't doing this on purpose? Like she's actually one of those people that, once she learns about a disease, she feels she has it?
And that's fine too. Still make up stuff. It'll be funny.
Yeah. Wow, Janet. Oh, we got some emails. Hold on.
All right. I still got to give out these DabbleCon tickets, folks. So
yes, we still need someone who wants to come to
tonight.
DabbleCon. I went to a shitty private kindergarten with a computer lab that was hot as hell. I got
Send him the link. Send him the link. Send him the link, Cardiff.
Okay,
I want him. All right. I want to hear the story from somebody.
You like hearing kindergarten stories. All right.
Yeah. I love hearing from the kindergartners. They might not have had as nice smelling of a bum as you.
All right. Yes, they didn't find perfume or cologne on the
Someone
bus.
said earlier it smelled like you smelled like Chanel No. 5 and diarrhea.
That person is winning DabbleCon tickets.
Yeah, they might. They said that way early. Whoever that was, please. Oh, God.
We're getting close to the show wrapping up. So if you want DabbleCon tickets, we're getting close to the point in the show where you just ask for them.
Oh, Jesus.
So let's see if we get this.
Are you telling me we can't even give DabbleCon tickets away? Oh, no.
Shirley's Anonymous was right.
Oh, God. Okay.
But I am excited for this weekend.
I am too.
Are we going to surf subreddits in person? Are we going to take over WATP and turn it into subreddit surfing?
No.
Oh no. Oh.
No, who cares about WATP?
So I don't
Uncle
need
Rico at WATP. Listen, baby.
I don't need to pack all the signage.
Potato, stick with me. We don't need to worry about their stuff. We got it. We're all right over here in our own little potato verse.
Okay, the person that sent that story in replied yes.
Hey, look who's here, Cardiff.
Oh, is somebody here?
Yeah, I got somebody.
Somebody who wants to win DabbleCon tickets?
No, it's somebody who's going to be at DabbleCon. Dr. Steve made it.
Oh, hello, Dr. Steve.
Dr. Steve, we need to know. You need to settle a bet for us on something.
Okay,
Cardiff.
hold on, Vinny. I think fun fact. Would you like a fun fact?
Yeah.
I think this is the first time me and Dr. Steve have been on video together.
That's not true.
Oh, it's not?
No, you were on my Patreon. You already forgot.
Yes,
How soon they forget.
I'm a big star now, Dr. Steve.
I'm just big. Now, Cardiff, can you pull up that original post that we were reading? Now, Dr. Steve, tonight we're looking at a Reddit called Am I the Asshole? And people are basically...
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thanks, Dr. Steve. Would you mind picking up that low-hanging fruit on your way out? Now,
We do have a contestant ready to come on the show. So,
okay,
Vomiter, please stay tuned. Be on standby. Can you hear me?
We're gonna give out some tickets to some people in just a minute. But Dr. Steve, I need to know how you would handle this situation. Now, here's how these all start off. They start off with AITA. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Am I the asshole for forcing my son to use a bidet and threatening to talk to his friends or take him to the doctor about his underwear? So hold on. Here's the situation. The mom is sick, right? And the dad starts having to do the laundry to help out around the house. And he's appalled to find out that his 14-year-old son's underwear look like a fucking Jackson Pollock.
Yeah.
Okay? So he's trying to figure out what to do, and he talks to his kid. His kid says, I'll try to do better. Still shitty underwear. Then he tells the kid he's got to do his own laundry, and the kid's like, no, I'm not going to. And he goes, you're going to do your own laundry, or we're not going to do it. So he starts just freeballing it and shitting up his Levi's now.
Oh, yeah.
So
I know what's going on.
So the dad goes, I don't know what to do here. I think I need to take him to a doctor. And I was shocked by that because I'm like, what the fuck is a doctor going to tell this kid?
I'll tell you.
Please.
The kid has encopresis.
Isn't that what I said, Vinny?
It might have been. I don't listen to you talk.
Yeah, he has encopresis. So what happened was at some point in his past, he had a giant shit maybe. And he had a rectal fissure or something caused pain, so he started holding it. Or he doesn't like going to the bathroom at school because, the creepy kids are in the bathroom. And so he started holding it, and his bowel lost the ability to tell when it needs to evacuate itself because it becomes so stretched out. And the nerves just go, okay, you know what? Forget it. We give up. So, and then what happens is you keep eating and you start piling fecal matter on top of fecal matter, and it just starts leaking out of your ass. And that's what this is. And it's very easy to treat. But you got to recognize.
Well, how do you treat it with a cork?
No, you just the opposite. That it's counterintuitive, but you have to make them shit. So what you do is you give them a bowel prep, like you're giving somebody a colonoscopy, and you have to completely deflate the bowel and keep it deflated for a period of days to weeks until the bowel starts to regain its ability to sense that it needs to evacuate and actually contracts. And you keep the kid on laxatives until that happens, and then you gradually kind of wean them away from that.
That's not what I thought you would do, Dr. Steve.
I know.
I thought what I had in my mind is that you would get the kid in the room and you would be like, listen, I'm a medical professional. I spent a lot of time in school, and I got to sit here and talk to you about your shitty underwear. What
doesn't
the fuck
work.
is wrong with you, kid?
These kids, you can yell at them and you can scream at them. They don't know why they're doing it, but of course it's humiliating. So then they become, more and more repressed over time. So if your kid, if you get nothing out of this subreddit surfing show, if your kid is doing this, they're not being obstinate. They've got a medical problem. You need to get it fixed.
Now back
Thank
to the.
you.
Back to
I
the
don't know if I
inflating-
could go for this.
Back to the
Well,
inflating
that's
of the
because
bowel.
you're an idiot.
I'm sorry.
Will you be willing to inflate one of our bowels in Rochester this weekend?
Absolutely.
All right,
Thanks,
Vinny.
Dr. Steve.
I volunteer
Absolutely.
Thank you, Cardiff.
Would you like,
I-
Dr. Steve? Would you like to stick around while we talk to a vomiter?
Yeah, sure. Heck yeah.
All right. Let's.
All
You know
right.
what we call them down here?
What's that?
Vomikers. It's because if you go and get you, you're going to vomit.
Dr.
Hello, vomiter.
Steve,
Hello.
I'm from Tennessee.
Well, you know what vomiting is then.
Yes. No, this is from a long time ago in kindergarten, but yeah, I vagal all the time and pass out. So
Oh,
yeah,
you
that's
do
what this is.
you
Yeah,
do
you
what?
we can
pass
fix
out?
that.
Well, you'll have to explain it to him.
Sure. Her.
You're good at dumbing things down for civilians.
What stimulates your vagal response, and then I'll explain it to these two knuckleheads.
Just pressure, like
Yeah.
too much farts.
Okay, so the Elvis thing. So Elvis may have died from a vasovagal episode. So what that is there's lots of things can stimulate the vagus nerve, and the vagus nerve runs down the back of your throat, basically, and it controls a lot of things. And one of the things it controls is heart rate, and it's involved in the autonomic nervous system, which is the nervous system that keeps your blood pressure up. And when it doesn't work, what can happen is when you get one of these vasovagal responses, your blood pressure drops and the heart rate drops. You're not pumping a lot of blood into an already low pressure area, and blood rushes out of your head and you faint. And if you don't...
Are you vagaling right now, vomiter?
No, it's like
Okay, good.
if you're so polite and southern that you hold farts in, your body will make you pass out just so you'll fart if it's like,
Well, your body does that.
well, yeah, that's what my body does. 'cause-
Right.
My body tends to make other people pass out. It's weird.
So I was in kindergarten and I went to this really shitty Christian school, and they had like these 80s computers, and it was all overheated, and I just like lost consciousness and farted at the same time. I heard like loud and terrible.
So
And then
you
what-
passed out, and then everybody just heard you rip
yeah, and
ass.
my teacher picked me up and threw me over her back shoulder. She was actually the teacher's aide, and she was this delightful, burly smoker lady in her 60s, and she was a delight. But
I got you,
she
doll.
threw me over
Yeah,
like
right.
her moo
A doll.
and I yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No. And she would go on her smoke breaks on her lunch break, but she picked me up and carried me out of there, and I threw up.
Sounds like they
the
should
back of
keep
her
you
moo.
away from open flame.
Yeah.
What was your nickname with amongst your friends after that?
Um,
That's usually the kind of episode that garners you a nickname.
I never
Viva
had a
Las
nickname
Vegas.
Entire life.
until I met my boyfriend, and he calls me Puddin'.
Well, he's a good one.
So
Dr.
good.
Steve, it is a delight and a joy. I hope I win the tickets.
Are you going to come
love
from
to come.
Tennessee to DabbleCon?
If I can swing it with work, I'm a nurse.
Well,
Okay.
I did GI for a long time.
it's this weekend. You're aware of that, right?
You know what my boss doesn't know won't hurt me. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see what I can do.
You can be in Rochester on Friday.
I'll try my best.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Vomiter. I'm going to consider it.
Too.
I'm going to consider you, Vomiter, because you were very honest. You farted and passed out. And you told us about it. I really respect you for that.
I'm a nurse. Nothing embarrasses me.
That's fine. I mean,
You may need a nurse at this thing.
Hey,
that
there
is
you
true.
go.
The more medical professionals we can have there, the better.
Like 3 votes for me because it's a free medical professional.
it actually does solve a problem.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, if you want to pay me, then I could get out of work a whole
Click.
I'm just kidding.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Sorry,
Anyway,
your
I'll let
internet
y'all go.
connection
Thank you
is
so
terrible.
much.
You're being accused of being You're being accused of being in New Jersey and not in Tennessee. Is there any truth to that?
No, I am a Tennessean. I don't sound like
Yeah, that Jersey accent of hers.
It's a very Jersey
I'm not
accent.
Use any negative.
I hope we're not losing Vinny
remarks
here.
about them.
Vinny, are we
Anyway.
losing
No, I'm
Vinny?
here.
I'm
I hear
very
you.
nervous, so I'm gonna go. Pleasure to meet you all.
All right.
Life goals.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bucket
Vomiter.
For coming on. Enjoy.
Thank you.
What do you call
It
it
was a
again?
pleasure,
Vogling?
too.
Hope you
Vagling?
don't.
What
Hope
is
you
it called,
don't
Dr.
bomb me.
Steve? Vogling?
Oh, vagling.
Vagling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy your
probably
vagling.
not. I'm not gonna vagal. I don't think.
No vagling?
Okay.
I'm just my heart's beating like a little rabbit, but
Eric Vagel.
yeah.
Makes no sense.
Evade.
Not even a joke.
No.
It just sounds
Little-
the same.
I thought
With
of
a
it
little
too
rabbit
when she
heart.
said vagling.
That's because you're an
Good
idiot.
evening.
All right. Stay tuned to
All
your
right.
email.
Hey,
Thank you, Vomiter.
hey, stop the sound effects.
this is my
Tim
show.
Grillcast just said to me, Vinny, you kind of look like a Chad Ethan Ralph who hasn't destroyed his life with alcoholism and drugs.
Congratulations.
Thanks,
Take the
guys.
win, Vinny.
Give yourself
Take it.
a bill.
I get so few compliments on this stream. It's great to get one. All right. So what else we got? Do you have any more emails coming in, Cardiff?
One last check. One last check. No.
This is
All right.
electrifying. This.
All right. Get rid of Steve, you clown. You're out of here.
Thanks,
hey,
boys.
you
I'll
should,
see you
what
on
were you
Friday.
What were you doing tonight that you were too busy to come on subreddit surfing? And better be
Well-
saving a life.
I was when when you text.
Okay, that's enough of that. Everybody, thanks for watching subreddit surfing. I guess we got to give the nurse.
I will
guess we
not
got-
allow you to do that to Dr. Steve. And I wanted to bring him back just as he was doing that. Thank you, Dr. Steve.
There was liquid
both-
shit shooting out of my ass for an hour. That's why I ate it at the wrong place today. I was trying to think of a delicate way to say that.
Are
poor
you
Dr.
going to
Steve.
be able to get to Rochester on Friday?
Yeah, if it's salmonella, it may be a struggle, but I think I'm okay now.
He's going to fly his way here.
It was perfect timing. I didn't figure you wanted me because, I could just hold the iPad just right and you would not see that I was shitting, but you would certainly hear it. So it was just too
Yeah.
gross.
Thanks, Dr. Steve, for not doing that.
I'm sorry.
Dr. Steve looked like
Too honest.
like a 2-liter of Coke when you drop a Mentos in it, just a brown fountain.
That's what it was like.
It's okay.
If I had bent over, if there was a wall 20 feet behind me, I could have hit it easily.
We
You-
call
and you
some
could-
of those,
if you-
buckshot.
If you did that on canvas, you could have sold it. Dr.
Exactly.
Steve's
Yes.
original
yes.
art.
Thank you.
Alice says that I'm
Goodbye,
beautiful
boys.
to her. I'm beautiful.
Oh, wait,
to
Dr.
her.
Steve.
Yes.
I think somebody wants to meet you.
Okay. Hello, my friend.
Dance with
Friends
me. I want to be your partner. Can't you see?
Say hello to the
The
great Dr.
music
Steve.
is just starting. Light is falling.
Okay,
And
shut up.
I am
Dr. Steve here.
falling. Hey, Dr. Steve.
Crab
I've
rangoons
never-
all around.
I have never felt this handsome in my fucking life. I want everybody to know that right now.
Is Vinny breaking up for you too, like he is for me?
Yeah, he is. Ever
Yeah,
since he kicked his monitor out,
the internet is stepping on his jokes. Sorry, Vinny.
Dr. Steve.
Yes, sir.
From you just looking at me, can you tell what diseases or mental illnesses I have?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask him based on the subreddit. Am I the asshole? Just by looking at me.
Can you diagnose Lorenzo for us?
Yeah, just by looking at me.
Totally normal. Perfectly normal.
Mm.
Yeah, somebody take this guy's license.
That's what my mom said.
Lorenzo, show Dr. Steve your underwear.
You know, I heard y'all about shedding pants, and I have shed my pants as an adult a couple times. But you don't have as much shame as an adult. You're like, oh, whatever, like I could go home and change.
I disagree.
Yeah, I think the shame level increases as your age.
I came back
At least
from. I came back from Hawaii with Giardia, and that is a freshwater.
Who's he?
She sounds sexy. God damn it.
Giardia is a freshwater parasite that causes, frequent watery stools, and they wanted a fresh sample. So I'm at work in the hospital in the bathroom right off of the oncology ward, and they had a little cup, and I filled the cup up with liquid fecal matter, and as I'm pulling up my pants, the cup just slid off of the sink right into the bowl where my pants were, where the two legs join, right? And now I'm at work with pants down around my knees and this bowl of liquid fecal matter now running down everywhere. And how am I going to get out of the hospital? So I pulled my pants up, and by that time, now it's cold, right? So it's wet and cold. And I carried a. This is a great story. I carried a clipboard back then, and I just held it behind my pants and then hauled ass home and then changed clothes. So there you go. Thank you.
That's some Tom Cruise shit right there.
I called this fucking guy when I had COVID. Shitting himself all over the place. Am I coming in better? Did that fix my mic?
No, it's the same.
It's your internet. There's something wrong.
Your internet's slowing down.
You've got packet loss, my friend.
It's interesting because I'm broadcasting everything.
One time, when I went to college, I wasn't gonna make it to the restroom from my car, so I was trying to go up the stairs to the second floor restroom. I didn't make it, but it just hit the underwear. It didn't hit the pants, the shit. Yeah. So I decided to, abandon the underwear and just throw it away. And I went commando in my next class, which it happened to be introductory to sign language. So I had to make sure my hands were nice and washed because I was about to do a lot of talking with my hands, and I didn't want anything wafting, like the stench.
Yes. Sure. How do you say I just shit my pants in sign language?
Very similar to my shitting pants story.
Yeah, I would just point at my butt.
Like
and then.
Well,
yeah, but
Lorenzo,
I'm older now. Yeah.
Yes, you are. Lorenzo Arreola, are you interested in coming to DabbleCon on Friday?
I wish I could leave my house from the crippling anxiety. I for sure would if I could.
We're gonna get you on Dr. Steve's couch one day. How about that, Doc?
Absolutely.
All right.
Did you say coach?
Couch.
That's how they say it in Minnesota.
Yes, that's how they say it in Minnesota. Crab Rangoons. All right, Lorenzo Arreola, thank you for jumping on. Dr. Steve, thank you.
Thanks, friends.
On. It's always nice to be invited. I appreciate all of y'all and all y'all's work.
We love you too. Oh, and by the way, at DabbleCon this weekend, I will be selling official Lorenzo Arreola t-shirts.
They sound official because this is the first I've heard of them.
Yes, I was planning on going to Michael's and just buying some red t-shirts and selling them for $50.
Okay,
you just put my face on them. I have a lot of photos on the internet of me doing different things. So yeah.
All right, what do you got to promote, Lorenzo Arreola?
Same old. I have my podcast that comes out every day called That's All Funny. I have it on YouTube as well. YouTube.com/@Lorenzo Arreola. And I have a Patreon if y'all want to support the machine that is That's All Funny. Patreon.com/Lorenzo Arreola. ad-free episodes, and other crazy, wacky doodads.
Perfect. And just stay on standby Friday evening. I have to do 4 minutes at DabbleCon. I only have 45 seconds, so I'm going to FaceTime you, and I'm just going to make you do the rest. Thank you.
That works.
Perfect.
All right. Thanks,
All
Lorenzo.
right.
Dr. Steve,
Thank you,
anything to
gentlemen.
promote?
No, I don't deserve to plug anything after this appearance, but thank you, boys.
We love you,
having
Dr.
me on.
Steve.
Weird Medicine.
See you Friday.
Patreon.com/Weird Medicine. See you Friday.
Yeah,
Love
see you
you,
Friday.
miss
You too.
What have we done today, Vinny?
Too much, Cardiff. We talked about all kinds of assholes. I don't know if anybody can hear me or not, but hopefully this will be fine.
You're really choppy.
Okay. Well, we're probably going to end the stream here, and thank everybody for tuning in. Cardiff, tell the people where they can subscribe. Tell everybody what they need to know.
On YouTube at Subreddit Surfing. The RSS feed is still a work in progress, but definitely the YouTube feed, the channel you're watching right now, we've got some good viewership tonight, so make sure you subscribe, subscribe, hit the notification buttons, and hopefully we'll see you next Monday. I'm not sure if we're going to show next Monday. Surf's up. Good gear. Am I hitting end or are you hitting end?